Well, the price committee has decided to request, to confer the honor this year to the president of Namibia, President Mahamba. We've done so having gone through the history of his performance since he became president. So on the whole, we found that he's a man of integrity, simple integrity, but also very well committed to the welfare of the Namibians and, by extension, the welfare of Africans generally. Well, actually, the president is not in office per se. The president ceased to be president when the elections took place and the new president was elected. But the president, we took according to our terms of reference, the president should have finalized his constitutional mandate. And in the case of President Mahamba, he had finished his it was simply a question of setting the date for the inauguration. So we didn't feel that the issue of inauguration should be an issue which should prevent a good leader like him from being recognized by the Price Committee and by the African community in general. Well, I think, personally, I think there is some change. First, there's that awareness on the part of the African leaders that really the world, Africa is watching, the world is watching how they perform and how they behave. But I think the idea of providing this award to an African leader is simply a recognition of his role. And through that recognition, we hope also he will inspire the nation, inspire young people, young Africans, wherever they may be, for that purpose. Now, I think it's too early to say whether this prize has been able to change how people act. But I know for a fact that people who read the index, the Ibrahim index, I know for a fact also that people follow very closely who wins this time, and who, for example, in the last 3 years when we could not find a winner, there are a lot of people who are, of course, disappointed and were raising a lot of questions. So all this means that people are following, and there is a much larger understanding today of the prize. You saw, for example, at the press conference, the ambassador of Eritrea, who said, well, he came before he came here, he had a different impression of the foundation and so on. And now, having seen what we are doing, he's convinced that it's a good thing. So really, I think that the incentive is there. And what we're saying to leaders is people tend to emphasize the money aspect. But in reality, what is most important in this award is the recognition. The recognition by Africa and by the world community that this is a man who has made a difference to his people. This is a man who really can be a role model for the continent.